let's get our random encounters list up on the screen. Make sure the dice cam is working. Somebody did a horrible thing with the dice. I'm looking in front of me, and they left them on ones. Don't do that. Don't roll another one, man.
I didn't handle the dice. Those are lovely feminine hands that set that up.
Blame it on the editor. That's the goal. And we're keeping with the Blood Axe edition. It's actually Blood Axe's birthday today, so
happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday,
Blood Axe, man.
Welcome to Random Encounters. We roll from our lovely dice that are in front of us, and we talk about a subject that we roll, and it's fun. I totally blew that intro.
You really got to do better.
Did.
Yeah, really thank you for backing it. I was just that was awful on every level.
I was just trying to go somewhere with the
Your
intro.
Your voice got higher pitch. You just alpha to beta.
I was trying to go somewhere with it and just completely lost where I was going. So, anyway. Welcome to Random Encounters. I'm Xenodamus. Why do you keep fucking interrupting me?
You've already fucked up the intro. Just roll the dice. It's too late. You can't fix this.
I am fixing it.
Okay, try. Let's go.
Welcome to Dicejunkies. This is Random Encounters. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And we're going to talk about some random topics as we roll our dice. So let's check it out, see what we get. Who wants to roll first? All right. Which one you want, black or white?
I'm pointing at you.
Oh.
You want me to pick it for you?
You held your hand out, so I thought you were...
Black one.
I'm not rolling the black
Blow
one. The black one has got us like 3 ones in 2 episodes. Yes. So I'm not.
So you want me to roll the black one?
I don't want anybody to roll black one. Honestly, at this point, like it's just bad mojo. I may like hide it, drop it in my coffee cup or something, so nobody can. But all right, let's see what we get here.
Come on, boy.
Maybe I should roll the black one because now the odds are even less that I'd roll a 1 on the black one because it's already.
Stop overthinking this and roll the damn die.
7.
That's a 1, man. It's just a crooked 1. It's a crooked 1.
Tabletop highlight. All right. What are you doing?
I'm waiting. Come on. What you got?
Let's see. What is tabletop highlight? What do we talk about with tabletop highlights?
What do you want to talk about?
I got a question. Speaking of tabletop highlights, you sent me a text or message the other day, and you contributed it to somebody that we play tabletop with, and I was so confused by this message. What the hell?
So we were playing D&D, and she just said, you should send this to Zeno. And I said, okay. So I did.
All right.
But you never responded to it.
Well, because I was confused so much. Now, this is the message I get. I'm going to read this. I got to figure out which messaging system it got
message,
sent to
I think.
me. No, I don't think it was. Was it text message?
I think so. I
know it mentioned something about baldness. That's what sort of got me going. You son. Yeah, here it is. So I get this message, and apparently this happened during a tabletop game, and I'm still not sure why. You're gonna have to elaborate on this. It says, I'm not bald. I'm a solar powered sex machine. So how does this come up in a tabletop game?
It's D&D.
Not my D&D.
No, like there's got to be more to this story.
That was like 4 days ago. I don't remember what happened yesterday. I
feel like there's a backpedaling going or something.
I honestly don't remember. We were talking about something ridiculous.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, like the norm. But yeah, she said this line, and she said, "Oh, you know who you should send that to? You should send that to Zeno." And I said, "Okay, let's do it." And I was hoping you'd respond, but you never did.
Yeah.
But now you've posted it on the internet, so I guess that's like
this is your official response.
This is my official. Yeah.
Well, I'm a solar-powered sex machine is something you need context for.
Well, and I mean, okay, so I go by my Xenodamus on the show because that's my mage that I played for years. Now I wasn't always a bald like I am now, but Xeno's been bald for a very long time. Like I guess I saw saw the future or something when I created Xeno because I was like he should be bald, and then I ended up being bald. So
a little fuzz.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just shave it because otherwise there's like this horseshoe up here, of baldness.
Oh, yeah, you should do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the conversation was on mages, and we were probably talking about previous characters that they had played, and you were in maybe that game or something.
Okay.
I just think whenever y'all think of solar-powered sex machines, y'all think of Xeno.
That's what I think of when I think of myself.
Well, you're welcome.
You said if I think of Xeno,
You're welcome.
Like, is that why you like that character?
How's that for a nice boost?
Yeah. All right, so that's my tabletop highlight. Your turn.
I don't even know what show I'm on anymore. Let's get a 1 so we can clean our palates.
Ooh.
Science
4.
fiction or science fantasy?
Ooh.
Now, they're asking about your preference or what you consider a certain show. We're talking about preference here.
I mean, is science fantasy a actual term?
Yeah. I mean, a great example is Shadowrun, where you have a futuristic setting, but you also have magic. I like science fantasy as a mix because it's interesting when you interact these two systems. Maybe it's because I've seen so much science fiction by itself. I need something to spice it up. But I like the interaction of magic and technology, and it's really cool to see the two together.
I will say
Outlaw Star.
Yeah, my favorite type of science fiction. Like I'm assuming science fantasy would be a subgenre of science fiction. But yeah, no, the fantasy melded science fiction is definitely one of my favorites. I mean, we see it in anime a lot. I mean, one of the aesthetic of a rogue is sort of science fantasy. Don't
forget that major movie
Irregular.
Series. Regular and the Magical Academy. Though they're a little futuristic, but like a good example that everybody would recognize is Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars literally has space wizards, and those space wizards wield high-tech laser swords alongside powers.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see. I mean, Star Wars to me is still more science fiction, science fantasy.
Is it really? Because I mean, the Jedi are such a big part of every story. Only a handful of them don't bring the Force up.
I guess I look more at the more D&T type fantasy being intertwined
Outlaw
into
Star.
a science fiction world, as sci fantasy.
Have you ever seen Outlaw Star?
Yeah,
that one was a good one.
Oh yeah.
I loved Outlaw Star. That was a great fusion. I've always wanted that to be made into a game, like an awesome space setting. I'll play that space setting. I'll play Outlaw Star.
I like that game
day.
we played. Elix was it?
Elix? Yeah, that was
very science.
Dude,
fantasy.
That could use a makeover because the concept wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The execution is another story, but the concept was cool. I loved playing as like the dudes with the freaking magic.
Mass Effect was very science fantasy. I guess it's much science fantasy as Star Wars.
It was an example of the technology replicating magic that it got to the point that it practically was magic. Because the biotics were pretty.
But you also had
psionics
as well.
I said, the biotics. The biotics were like out there, man. Telekinesis, all that. Yeah, Mass Effect definitely had more science fantasy than it was just pure science fiction.
Yeah.
I'm a science fantasy guy. So Dicejunkies' official statement is we like our science fantasy. Don't get me wrong, though. Every now and then you just want some pure cyberpunk. Shout out to cyberpunk coming up.
But I mean, I guess your more pure science fiction would be like Blade Runner,
and cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So send us a free copy. We want to play test it.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
We'll live stream it.
Yeah, we'll live stream it. Now, if it's crap, we're going to tell the truth. I'm going to warn you.
Well, obviously. I mean, that's
don't send it to us if it's crap. But if it's good, hey. I'm gonna wreck it. I want to see how quickly I kind of end the game.
We don't lie around here, so
just see how much crap I can start. Get the fastest ending to the game ever.
I mean,
Q was arrested 5 minutes into the game.
I think it's quite obvious that we don't hold back our opinions around here, no matter.
I'm a bully whoever I want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Solar powered sex machine, apparently. So, roll a die for us, editor.
You're next, Evan. Soul Calibur.
Whichever one you want. Which one do you want?
Hey, black for the win.
5. There you go. All right, so best Stan Lee cameo. Actually, me and Q already, I think, shouted our best.
Michelle got to do
so, what is your favorite Stan Lee cameo, Michelle?
Well, I think Q actually said what my favorite one was, which was the Guardians of the Galaxy one.
Oh, that was mine.
Was
oh, that was
yeah, mine
yours.
was Deadpool when he was a DJ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too. The other one, I really like the bus driver cameo also in the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, into this. Wait a minute. Wait, what?
Oh no, the Avengers. Yeah, he was the bus driver.
Oh yeah, he was driving the bus. He was driving the bus the Spider-Man was on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was cool. No, that's not guys. He does have a cameo into the Spider-Verse. It was pretty good, but it was also kind of sad because it was his last time you're going to see him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
So everybody was kind of like, "We love you, Stan Lee." Like,
there was the he was in that commercial too, the cameo school or whatever where it had the Incredible Hulk guy and Stan Lee and like all these people that had done like Marvel cameos and new, that were in older stuff that were showing up in newer stuff. That was a great little commercial.
Excelsior, man. Excelsior.
But, all right.
Now I'm sad. See. Let's roll something. Yeah, roll again, Zeno. Now I'm sad.
We'll roll one more, and then we'll.
Don't roll a 1.
I'm rolling the white die.
I want this 1.
It's less likely to roll a 1 for some reason. 3, Dream Fight. DC character versus Marvel character. All right, we can go around the table on this one. But let's see. DC character versus Marvel character. Dream Fight. Oh. I would like to see
Brie Larson versus a grizzly bear.
No.
It said dream.
Let's see. Let's do. I'm trying to think of his name now. What's the? I'd like to see a battle of magic. So Doctor Strange and
Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
They did it. Unfortunately, Dr.
Oh,
Fate.
did they?
Everybody keeps. Well, Screw Attack did it, and they gave it to Dr. Fate. I think they're wrong, but I disagree with like 50% of their calls.
Yeah.
I frequently disagree with their calls. Like the reason they say he won and some of the things they did to factor in his speed seem 100% off. Here's my reasoning, because you got to get.
Well, I mean that's just some
entities.
guys doing the that's that YouTube channel, right? That does them.
Yeah, Screw Attack.
Yeah, but I mean. We've seen DC and Marvel do crossovers before, so I mean, let's get a magic battle from them and actually
the
see
people
it written. Yeah,
official crossover battle.
Because the problem with that the YouTube channel and a lot of the fans, they tend to mix universes when they do the battles as well. And it's like, well, he did this in this comic and this comic, but they were different runs and different universes. So it's like, well, you can't stack everything they did in this run and everything they did in that run and put it together, because comics get stupid on some runs.
Yeah, let our editor go next. I'm still bouncing this around in my head.
Does it have to be DC versus Marvel?
Well, that's what the thing says.
Oh. Okay.
Like, I'm trying not to do a played out one. That's why I'm having problems. I'm like, what would be something? Because they've done it so often.
Yeah. Luckily, I mean, I didn't look at too many of the DC versus Marvel stuff in the past, so I don't actually know what they've done or not.
I also don't know as many DC characters as I should.
Well,
sadly,
that's sort of another.
Yeah, like that's the sad part is when see even the editor's like it's the
Mm-hmm.
DC characters I'm having trouble with. I'm like, I know like 4.
Yeah.
You know what? I got it. Battle of the Rings. The Mandarin with his 9 power rings versus Green Lantern with his green ring. Because you know the Mandarin has a bunch of magic rings.
Mm-hmm.
So the Mandarin with his rings versus I don't even think that we don't even want to bring in the lanterns with multiple rings. That's a curb stomp. So one ring. The green ring. I will be interested to see if the green power ring can defeat the Mandarin's 9 rings. Like, is it quantity versus quality?
Yeah.
That would be a good one. Quantity versus quality. I got 9. I only need 1. I only need 1 finger to win this battle. You know. And by the way, my money's on Green Lantern. If it's was it John Henry? I think that's the Black Green Lantern. I like that guy. I'm bad with names of DC characters. We just went over this. There's a Black Green Lantern. That dude's cool. Him. Not the other one.
Bad with names in general, so don't look at me, dude.
But no, that would be cool. The Battle of the Rings. I don't think anybody's done that yet. So bam, I think I came up with something that hadn't been done.
Yeah.
You might want to skip me because I'm. Oh, okay. Wait. What about like Catwoman versus Mystique?
Oh,
cat
that's
fight.
cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a nice one and good call because like
Be an interesting fight. Yeah. Because I mean they have similar move sets.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good fight.
Go me.
Go editor.
Go editor. Go editor. Go.
All right, so
That's
are we
right.
done?
I'm super
Is
awesome.
that it? Is there more? Is there less?
I think that's gonna
Do we
tie
want
us
to risk
up.
another one?
Do you want to risk another one? I mean, you can do one if you
Let's
want.
save it up. Let's save it
All
up.
right.
We'll build up some tension.
Then that's gonna end our random encounters. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're watching us on the podcast or the live stream, thanks for sticking with us for this, and be sure to check us out next week. And if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget, subscribe, leave us something in the comments. What do you think?
Hit the bell.
I mean, if we talked about a topic that you think you have a good point on, drop it in the comments, and maybe we'll read it on air. So
also make your own list, and if it isn't crap, we'll use it. If
Oh
it is
yeah,
crap,
yeah.
We'll call
if
it
you
crap live.
if you want to give us more topics to talk about, this is the Blood Axe edition. We've got a couple people who have dropped some that we're gonna start rolling in, but this is pure Blood Axe edition still right now because he was so kind as to give us a complete 20 list plus an additional 20 for something horrible.
With the potential for double horrible.
Yeah,
I still want that to happen.
I know you do. I know you do.
I'm going to get us defunded.
Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all those places. You can subscribe. You can also check us out at Dicejunkies.com, and you can support us on Patreon. Like I said, we need to pay our editor. She's
Yes,
broke.
please. Very broke.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.
So what's you rate that closing?